story of the three little pigs.
Everybody knows the story of the three little pigs, but let me tell you a little bit. No one knows the real story because no one has ever heard my side of the story. I'm a wolf, and the wolf. You can call me L.
No one knows how they so big by what they got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way they are. But the whole big bad thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Way back once upon a time, our friend Wolf was making a birthday cake for his dear granny. He had a terrible sneezing cold. He had run out of sugar, so he walked down the street to ask his neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now his neighbor was a pig,
and he wasn't right either.
He had built his house on a straw. Can you believe it? Who in his right mind would build a house of straw? So of course the man would knock on the door. The straw house fell right then, and he didn't want to just walk into someone else's house.
So he yelled,
Little pig! Little pig, are you in?
No one answered.
he was just about to go home without a cup of sugar or his dear old granny's birthday cake.
But his nose started to itch. He felt a sneeze coming on.
He hurt, and he snuffed.
And he sneezed, a great sneeze. And you know what? That straw house just fell apart. And right in the middle of a pile of straw was a first little pig. Dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to live a perfectly good healthy life. So Wolf ate it up. He was feeling a little better, but he still didn't have his cup of sugar. So Wolf went to the next neighbor's house. His neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter. He had built his house out of sticks. Wolf and the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered.
He called,
Mr. Pig! Mr. Pig, are you in?
Go away, Wolf. You can't help me. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin.
Wolf grabbed the doorknob when he felt another sneeze coming on.
He huffed, and he snuffed.
And he tried to cover his mouth, but he sneezed, a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it. The second little pig's house crashed to the ground, just like his little brother's. That's good. There was a second little pig, dead as a doornail.
Wolf's honor, I didn't do it on purpose.
You know food was spoiled if it lived out in the open, right? So Wolf did the only thing there was to do. He had to do it again. Wolf's coat was getting a little better, but he still didn't have that cup of sugar or dear sweet old friend's birthday cake. So Wolf went down to the next house where the first and second little pig's brother lived. He must have been the prince of the building, for he had built his house out of bricks. Wolf knocked on the brick house.
Again, no one answered.
Mr. Pig! Mr. Pig, are you in?
Do you know what that rude little pig said? Get out of here, Wolf! Don't bother me again.
Wow, that was so impolite.
Pig probably had a sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't even give Wolf a little puff of dear sweet old Grand's birthday cake. Wolf was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when he felt a sneeze coming on.
He huffed,
And he snuffed, and he sneezed once again. Just then,
The third little pig yelled.
and your old granny can sit on a pin. Well, now, Wolf was normally a pretty calm fellow, but when he heard somebody talk about his dear sweet old granny like that, he went just a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, he was trying to break down the pig's leg. Wolf was huffing and puffing, and sneezing and making a real scene. News reporters found out about the two pigs Wolf had for dinner, and they figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar just didn't sound very exciting at all. So they jazzed up a story a lot with all that stuff about huff and puff and blow our house down. And they made it a big bad war. So, that's the real story.
I was friend.
5分